I am guessing that whenever I see these unexpected dings on my bank account from Apple, I wonder if that's the YouTube Premium too that I'm paying through Apple. I'm not sure. I could be getting double or triple dinged and I wouldn't know it. Something I gotta pay somebody else and get dinged again by another specialist just looking to am I not getting dinged over here? But I'm gonna pay you and let you ding me to find that out. Or I'm getting dinged no matter how you look at it. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, as that wasn't Chuck Berry. Who the hell was that? My ding-a-ling-a-ling. Was that Chuck Berry? I forget. That was famous. Explicitly erotic rock recording. I guess there wasn't any big protests, but it came out in the early 70s. And my ding-a-ling, and my ding-a-ling. I was like, okay. Oh, the audience, why am I singing along with that? I don't know. Kind of stupid. This guy didn't need audience help. He was a good entertainer in his own right. And I don't know. For me, it's just kind of just distasteful way of getting audience participation. But heck, if it sells more albums, just like anything else in a capitalist society, the audience decides, but the audience beware too. Anybody that's familiar with Nils Offgren, his original band. Actually, this song was just after that band broke up. Now I'm thinking about it. This is a song called Keith Don't Go. He's talking about Keith Richards and Nils Offgren. When there was a switch, when the Rolling Stones were looking for another guitarist. Before they hired Ronnie Woods on permanently. The guy before Ronnie Woods quit, I forget his name. Not that much, but anyway, a guy that was with the Rolling Stones a long time. Well, it was the original replacement, I think, for Brian Jones, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be a long time. He was with them all the way through the 70s. Ronnie Wood didn't come until sometime in the 80s, I don't think. Yeah, I can't remember the guy before that. Anyway, some really good riffs. Nils Offgren, so. Offgren wanted to be the replacement that they ended up choosing Ron Woods for. And supposedly he got an audition. That's a rumor, I don't know. But I can't imagine Nils Lofgren auditioning to me. Like if I'm, I mean, you know, Keith Richards is good, but he's not a Nils Lofgren. Ron Woods is great, and he's on par with Nils Lofgren. But I mean, Nils can pull off some licks. I don't think Ronnie Woods can. But you know, is that the final way to judge a guitar player? No. Style means a lot. Accuracy means everything. Ron Wood's extremely accurate and on beat and on time all the time. You watch that unplugged version of Rod Stewart where he has kind of a reunion with Ronnie Woods, and it's, man, that's like a close-up look at, you know, a couple of virtuosos. Rod Stewart is a virtuoso. A lot of people say he's more showmanship than actual talent or skill. You might want to take another look at that statement, because he wrote all his original big hits. He wrote all those himself. Okay, now think about that. All right, he wrote, and I'm not sure if he did the arrangements or if he worked with somebody else. I'm not sure, but. You know, Ron Woods, I believe, was on a lot of those albums, especially the huge, the one that got him way over the top was, shit. I want to say Every Picture Tells a Story, but there was one called Rod Stewart Across the Atlantic or something like that, where he's like, he's this huge figure stepping over the Atlantic Ocean from England to America, or back again, I'm not sure which. It's really well done. It's some cool cover art, boy, and the golden years of Sir Richard Branson's mail ordering record Empire, which, I mean, that's where he made his billions. Yeah. And he grew the business too. You gotta hand it to that dude, man. And like the brilliant move of all brilliant moves by Sir Richard Branson, the English, you know, entrepreneur. So while he's got his record label going, Virgin Labels, Virgin Atlantic Records, and they're doing well, but they're getting into the 90s, and he bought an airline. And he named it Virgin Atlantic Airlines, you know, and they were competing directly with British Airways, direct competitors. And I don't care how rich you are, if you're an airline owner like Sir Richard Branson, and suddenly, you know, the business end of it turns sour, you can go broke, like really quick. And he had everything into this airline as far as his like his business, his business ventures, and I don't know how he did it. He must have had really good credit. That's what I can say. There must have been creditors that liked doing business with him. That makes a huge difference. And he's a winner too. You got to hand it to him, and especially with this move. This move is amazing. So going into the 90s, deeper into the 90s, his airline was struggling. His record business was doing okay, but it was kind of like if you're looking at the record industry on a chart, you'd say that it topped out. It went over the top. It could have been on an S curve going up, a long-term S curve, and I think it was actually. If you think about it, that means that there was a period in that S curve that were pure gold. If you were involved in the industry, if somehow or another you got involved and you stayed involved and you were somewhat skilled and successful, there was money, big money flying around in there. With until CDs came along. And that changed everybody's perspective, you know. CDs, what are these? They're not vinyl, yet they're these, CD stands for compact disc, so there'd be, like if you remember the old 45 records, these CDs were actually smaller than that, it had more information on it. And so that's taken over the world, and it did. until Steve Jobs came along and changed everything. Man, that guy. You know, Elon Musk is unbelievable now. I would put, but it's hard to say that he's that anybody could duplicate what Steve Jobs did, because his pressuring, his pushing the tech. Now, what he did was he pressured his engineers to come up with smaller microprocessors, more powerful and smaller microprocessors to put in a phone that he kind of saw in his mind, like, you know, envisioned how big he wanted. Now, the iPhone 1, I've never seen it. I didn't buy it. I wasn't into it at the time. I just didn't, you know, I wish I bought this, bought the Apple stock. Oh my God, what a great deal it was right then and there. Like a dope, man. And that was like the second, or no, that was the third time I missed the boat with Steve Jobs. Anyway, sucks. But anyway, okay, move on, right? Just grew old. Thunder. Music is master. You know, I've been in this broken down a long time ago. Just give me one thing that I can believe in. Believe in, that's good. My way to go. Our way to go. Don't you know it's a hard way to go. Oh, see, I could just go flying off on a riff there. I wish I had a band behind me. Good bass down the stairs. There's something long ago, so long ago, riding on the wind. Now she's off and into the morning sun. Oh, she's got a full day to go. Full day. And she's one more down the road. One full day gone, got a few more, you know. Full day. Sometimes it feels good. Be abandoned again. And you know you would. You knew you would. You knew you would. You knew you would. That's the beginning of a song about somebody that now it's getting all changed and twisted and turned around and torn apart and fragmented, and because this song just doesn't apply anymore. I knew a guy that wrote a song about his girlfriend like that, and it was like this really super. It was like insinuating that he was going to propose marriage to her and stuff, you know. And this guy, he was a musician in a band, but never successful. He worked, tried to work at nights as a musician, and then during the day in a restaurant, you know, in the kitchen, slicing and dicing. He had an epiphanal moment when he turned 30. And it's really good to see that happen for him. Really, really good. He changed. Became more of a business professional and wanted to know more about business opportunities and how to be successful in business. And that was really a cool, really, really neat transformation. Really happy for him. Anyway, so I digress. Talking about my remaining brother, Jeffrey. He's quite the successful professional, but not a successful musician. So yeah, it was him actually. I guess I'm giving it away. He wrote a song about this girl he'd been going with for a while, and he was thinking about getting married. And the song was called "You're the One" or "She's the One" or something like that. You're the one or she's the one. She's the one, I think. I'm describing it. She's the one. It was beautiful too. It was really well done. I played bass on it. My bass was superb, really melodic and superb. Well, no sooner does he give her that song then she breaks up with him. Then I think, well, I told him, I said, you gotta write him a follow song that says, you're not the one, and I want the one that I gave you. I don't want that. That wasn't for you, and I want you to give it back. Oh man, I'll tell you what, the Allman Brothers in their early days, they're a tight band, and you know, for that, I mean, that's a fairly large band. There's 6 guys, right? There's 2 drummers, Barry Oakley, the 2 guitar players, and Dwayne and Greg Allman. Yeah. So 2 drummers, Barry Oakley, Dickie Betts, Dwayne Allman, Greg Allman. That's 6, right? 2 drummers, Barry Oakley, great teacher. I know I've been in the second grade for a while, but I just successfully counted to 6. So, can you graduate? You know? No, first you have to prove you can count to 3, which is the grade you'll be going into. Go ahead and count to 3. Let me see. 1, 2, 1. Oh, wait a minute. What's the matter? That's not the right answer. And why did you say 1, 2, 1? I was going back and forth between your boobs. Just counting them, and there was only 2, and so I had to count 1 twice, didn't I? Okay, Junior, you passed to the 3rd grade. Very good. Thank you, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara, my 3rd grade teacher, was hot, friggin' blonde. Oh my God! I'm in 3rd grade. Okay, right. So that's 8 years old, and that's you really reach the age of realization where you realize, your father's beating you up because he can, and there's not a whole lot you can do about it except try to get out of the way and run. You don't realize that, like when you're 3, 4, 5, 6 years old, getting beaten within an inch of your life, practically crippled. You don't really understand. That's the weird, the bizarre thing that can really screw a person up, like it screwed me. I'm glad I'm not in jail. I'm glad I never seriously hurt anyone. I've made some mistakes that were hurtful, and I regret them. I would change them if I could. Matter of fact, I'd change those mistakes if God allowed me to go back and change things. I would change some of the mistakes that I made before I could change anything that might enrich or benefit me. So I'd probably be out of wishes, out of a blessing. Whoa, I can hear the choir singing. Oh, Jerome, Jerome, Jerome. Yes, Jerome, do you hear us calling you? Yeah, 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 he calling me. Yeah, go ahead already. Yeah, Jerome, you used a long summer way to tell you this news. I think I know what you mean. What do you mean? With Jerry, 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 yeah, Jerry, 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 Jerry. We got a big donation from Board of Musical Good Taste and Artistic Expression. I like that riff there, that's good. That comes from playing bass guitar for years and years and years, but picking out something like that, it fits anywhere, if whatever instrument you're playing, I think. It's be on the lower end of the scale of your instrument, but still. It's a good bridge, a beautiful bridge. my pony and my rifle, my pony and my rifle with me. Thank you very much. Thank you. I've been working on that song for some time, as some of the most patient viewers are aware. But I've come close to some really cool stuff. I was hoping there might be some nugget in there that you could kind of nurture along for me and kind of point me in the right direction. That'd be really cool. Thank you very much. Peace out.